It is great to be able to speak to you today. What I know is the end of it's been an incredibly tough time. What a half term it has been. So many challenges and just looking so different for you all, and the experiences you've had have been just so challenging. I absolutely understand it, and I wanted to take the time today to thank you for your commitment and everything that you're doing for your children, colleagues, and everything about the community in which you are working. It means so much, not just to us at Trust, but clearly to your children, and keeping everything as normal as we possibly can for them in what has been such a difficult time that they'll never forget as long as they live. You think about that, you know, they've been stuck at the home, just wanting to see their friends and yourselves for so long, and you've made that time, that short time we've had, such a valuable experience for them, even though it's been quite tricky with the way we're now teaching, which is very different to what we're all used to. Thanks for bearing with the situation. I know with risk assessments it's been hard to teach. I know a lot of you have thought different ways of being able to teach. TAs, the way you've been supporting has been different, working in the offices has been different, site management's been different. And I have to be honest with you, for me, I've been in the schools and seen you and talking to the central team and your heads, everybody's played their part, and that's why I wanted to take this time to say thank you. Everybody has tried to keep it as normal and caring for the children as you possibly could, and it's been noticed. And because of the risk assessments, we've generally been as safe as we possibly can in what is an impossible situation. And I know that we've had one or two times where we've had to close bubbles or even schools. I know you've tried whatever you could to keep it normal and safe as much as possible. Thanks for sticking to the vision in what has been a difficult time too. You know, we talk about our values of resilience. It's never been needed so much now. The resilience you're showing on a daily basis, where you want to get muck in straight away with the children, and it's hard because you're following guidelines and not being able to teach. Even your planning's different now. I know that a lot of the teachers and TAs are almost planning plus, because you're planning for your classes but also remote learning, which is completely different to what we've had in the past. And you're also thinking about your home learning too, which is incredibly difficult. So again, thank you for the efforts you've had with that. And I've certainly had the feeling of collective responsibility from you all, and your sense of team which we've had, which we know that's what this trust is all about, but you are showing that in spades, and we can all see it. Creativity is a value we've had for since the start of this trust, and the creative teaching that we've seen again in such difficult circumstances has been incredible. I don't want to point people out, but I've seen some fabulous lessons, even though it's not, you know, it is in COVID times a little bit difficult. They've still remained aspirant and inspirational learning experiences in the schools I've been at, and again that's down to planning and hard work and care and commitment. So again, thank you for that. And even though it's been tough, I've still heard laughter when we talk about wanting to come to school to have a great time for the children and make that experience wonderful, even though the time is difficult. Every one of you have tried hard to keep that going for them. Again, from site staff to office staff, dinner staff, TA staff, support staff, teaching staff. I have noticed that, and I've heard that in spades, that it's been there. So again, thank you very much. Wanted to take this time therefore to actually say thank you. Hopefully you do get a restful time, hopefully not lockdown time at half term, and I hope we come back you know, feeling a little bit safer maybe, and hopefully the numbers have reduced, etc. Fingers crossed on that. And again, to show our appreciation, I know some of you have had a little gift from us today, and that is to say thank you. And some, because of COVID, we'll get it later. So not to spoil the surprise, but there is something coming. Listen, that's enough from me, but I just, again, wanted you going into half term, just recognising that we're trying to recognise you and the fantastic job you're doing for our kids. So thanks again, and have a great break.